Hey everybody, it's Jasmine, and today I'm going to share with you guys all of my non-beauty related favorites. I got a request to do this video and I thought it would be so amazing to share this with you guys. I might do a part 2, maybe, if I accumulate more stuff and I think that they're my favorite. But I have a plethora of very different items in front of me. So this is going to be very random, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to like what you guys see. So I have a lot of fragrances, books, clothing items, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to start off with snacks because that's very important in my life. A lot of you guys know I love baked hot Cheetos, but I ate all of my bags. I went through 3 bags and that's so bad. But the second favorite, I guess, would be my Teriyaki Seaweed. This is so good. This is in a little 3-pack. I already ate one. But this is in a little 3-pack, and seaweed is so good for you. If you are in this place where you're just thinking to yourself, I'm so sick of these chips, I want a healthier alternative, seaweed is the way to go. I love seaweed so much. I love any type of seaweed except for the seaweed that's manufactured in the United States. What are those? Excuse me? Hello? What are those? Those are stale. Those are dry. They have too much oil. Oh my god. But these ones are definitely the way to go. I get these at the dollar store all the time. So if you love seaweed, tell me which one's your favorite. I really do love the teriyaki. This is like number 1 for sure. That and then the ones that you get from Ranch 99. Ooh. In those little like slim packs. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna get those later. Now, if you've had me on Snapchat for a very long time, like when I was in high school a long time, a lot of you guys know that I have a little VHS TV in my room, and I'm not going to do a room tour. I mentioned this before. I like to keep certain aspects of my life private and certain aspects of my life public, and so let's all respect that now. But I do have a small VHS TV in my room, and there's just something nostalgic about it because when I was younger, when I was a kid, DVDs weren't a thing, okay? DVDs were just starting to come up. It was those commercials on the VHS or before the movies in the theater, coming soon to own on VHS and DVD. Do y'all remember that? Because VHS, I know, like, I'm not that old, but VHS was like a huge thing in my childhood, okay? And so I have a lot of these roaming around the house. I still buy them to this day, and I mean, hey, listen, real quick, put this down. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I've been able to find Ghibli films at the thrift store for 25 cents. And I just have a lot of things that a lot of people aren't able to even watch online. Like, I know Sailor Moon is really hard to watch online because there's just so many different seasons. I have a whole bunch of Sailor Moon, a whole bunch of Pokemon Indigo League. That's the one. That's literally the best Pokemon out there. Don't at me. I have a lot of Pokemon. I have a lot of Disney. My mom even named me after the princess. Hello. I just have a lot. And so if you guys still collect VHS cassette tapes, hello? Hey. Hello? Then please let me know. I just love to connect with you guys, and this is definitely something that I don't think a lot of people even use anymore or even own. So if y'all want to send it my way, no, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. I just love VHS tapes, and so it's just something I love to collect. Now, speaking of collectors, I love collecting vintage stuff. I have a lot of things from my uncle, my mom, you know, a lot of things from my uncles and aunties, and they are things from the 90s and things that you genuinely cannot get anymore. So this one, it was my uncle's. He's a huge fashionista and I love him to death. He gives me all of his old clothes that are designer, and so makes me feel real bad and bougie, whatever. This one is a Versace denim shirt, jacket, chambray top, whatever you want to call it. It's literally the most basic thing ever, but it goes with everything and I just love it because it is such nice quality. It's this thick material that does not stretch, does not tear. I don't know, it just has a lot of love in it. You know that feeling when like denim has been used a lot and it's just really comfortable? This has that feeling. And so to get this from my uncle and to have it handed down to me really means a lot. I use it so often and I love it because it has the Medusa heads on the button and it also has the authentic tag right here as well as up here. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I have 5 different pairs of shoes to share with you guys, and I am not a sneakerhead, but I've been trying to get into sneakers because they're just really comfortable. And a lot of the old shoes that I did own, like yes, they were sneakers, but they weren't cute. They were real ugly. So for my birthday, I was actually gifted these Jordans. Very nice, yeah. They're a little small, but I mean, they are cute nonetheless. I felt like when I first got these, they weren't the most comfortable. I really had to wear them a couple of times to make sure that my foot was getting used to it, because I felt like these ones, since they are a little small, they were kind of narrow on my feet. So with that being said, a lot of the shoes that I do own are kind of, I want to say, just a little bit more wide than these Jordans. So here I have my NMDs. Yes. This one in particular though, this one is discontinued. This was like a seasonal pair and I got these when I was in France and these ones were I think like $70, so definitely already really affordable for something that was limited edition. I wear these quite often, and then the past semester I've been wearing these ones very often because these are easier to slip into. These ones are a little bit more stretchy towards the front part of the shoe, so they're just really easy. They feel like a sock. I'm a size 8. If you're wondering why these look so ginormous, I'm a size 8 in shoes. So that's why these ones are just really nice and comfortable. It's really hard to find cute shoes that are my size because, I don't know, I just feel like all the cute sizes are in the size 6 department. Why? Why? That's racist. Sometimes I say things like that to be funny, and then some people take it really seriously. You guys know me. You guys know. And then the last two, I have a New Balance shoe right here. I got these at Marshall's really recently, and I got these on sale for $24. They're originally $50. These ones are so comfortable. I've been wanting these. I wanted these for Christmas so bad, but I just couldn't find them anywhere for my size. Specifically for my size. So when I found these at Marshall's and they were like the last pair on clearance, I kid you not, I ran to the shelf. I ran to the shelf, I looked at the size and I went, my size! And I ran to my mom and I was like, Mom, look, the shoes that I wanted for Christmas. And because I told her I wanted them, but she couldn't find them for my size, so she bought them for me as like a kind of late Christmas gift because she knew I wanted them. Thanks, Mom. As for Nikes, I like Huaraches. These have this really nice, pardon my description, but they're kind of like this industrial streetwear type of style, and they're so comfortable. I could walk in these all day. I like this because the style that I got, this one is limited and they're not in the regular collection, but this color is so cute. It's like this white gold champagne situation. It's real cute. I like it, and it goes with everything because it's not white but it's not tan, so it just So I'm gonna take this video into a different realm, I should say, because for the first part of this year, 2018, I was very depressed. And there was only a few things that helped me cope with it and helped me get to where I am right now. One of them being you guys being very positive. You guys really didn't know what I was going through, and I just want to say thank you, because in reality, like, no matter who it is, you never know what they're going through, and that's really the reason why I tell you guys, stay positive, be positive, don't spread any negativity, right? Also, it was more so me having to do my part to drag myself out of that hellhole, and so I was really reading a lot of books. These ones are the ones that I felt helped me the most. So I got this book. It was a poem book, and this one is written and illustrated by Gabbie Hanna. As most of you guys know, that's the Gabbie Show on YouTube. I really didn't know this was her book. I was in Barnes and Noble's, and I was in this section, and there was like 10 different books scattered about. I just picked this one up, and I said, oh, this one seems really interesting. I read a few pages and I was instantly hooked. So I bought it. And I'm not quite done with the book. I have like a very small bit to go. But I will read you the snippet in here that I think is really interesting. This one is also the book Adultolescence, if you're wondering. The poem that I'm going to be reading to you guys is called Web, and I'm not the best reader. I'm literally the worst, but I'll try my best to read this to you guys. The dislike button is my biggest critic. Am I a good person? Check my analytics. I'm lucky, I know. I don't mean to misinform. I just need a moment. I don't need to perform. I realize I'm blessed, but if I may spin it, when you're you for a living, you can't take a minute to process your thoughts of confusion or sorrow. We are yesterday's stars of tomorrow, and we are tomorrow's yesterday's news. What's next is a question I can't escape from. I'm not yet the person I meant to become. I want to do more, much more. In fact, I want to dance and sing and act. But I can't get hired till I promise to tweet it, so I'll just film, edit, post, and repeat it. I'll stick to a schedule because my biggest fear is to get lost in the crowd and disappear. But some days, that doesn't seem so bad. The pursuit of happiness sounds obscene when your source of joy is numbers on a screen. So you tell me, what's my worth today? Do you love me as much as yesterday? Quantify me. Give me my rating. I hope you can forgive my clickbaiting, but the conundrum is this life that's conditioned to treat me every day as if it's an audition for a part I'm not even sure that I want. We're fragile and scared and nobody cares, cause we're the millennial millionaires. Fuck your skills or the things you did. You take selfies for a living, your opinion's invalid. Compromise yourself to gain a fan. Monetize your life any way you can. I'll tell you whatever you need me to say, just to stay relevant another day. So please like, comment, and subscribe. There's other passages and poems in this book that she talks about, and I feel like if you are a young adult, you can really, really relate to what she's saying, and it's just so good to feel really connected with somebody, especially somebody who has a really big platform. You really get to understand her in this book. So definitely, I encourage you guys to really read it, to really just check it out. Like, even if you don't want to buy it, like literally just go into Barnes and Noble's and just read it there. It's just so amazing, and I just really highly recommend it. Another book that I highly recommend is this book called 100 Ways to Happiness. It's by Dr. Timothy J. Sharp. It's a guide for busy people. The reason why I scouted this book and purchased it out of all of the other books in the store was because I saw a current theme with a lot of these self-help books. A lot of the self-help books, you know, they're trying to get you out of your shithole. They're trying to get you out of what could be causing your sadness, depression, anxiety, anything like that. So a lot of these are like rule books, like they're trying to like cram it into your head, and they look like chapter books. And if I have to say this, I hate reading. I genuinely hate reading, and so that's why I really enjoyed the poem book, because it felt fun, and there was also pictures. But this one, although it does look like a serious book, when I was reading certain pages through the bookstore, all of these chapters that are in here are one page, and this book is very small. So just having these small little pages, chapters, whatever you want to call it, really helped me out, because it was very easy to read and it was straight to the point, and he gives you real life examples in here. So let me just skip to like a random page to talk about. So chapter 14 says, transfer your skills. Where do you shine at work, and how can you take this home? Where do you shine at home, and how can you take this to work? One of the more interesting observations I made over the years I worked as a psychologist and coach is that in some cases, people are not good at generalizing or transferring certain behaviors from one situation to another. So it kind of gradually takes you in. It kind of goes from like this really big thesis of like, here is the problem and here's how we get into a solution. It's really, really good. And so if you are busy and if you can find this, I found this for $5. If you can find this, why not read it? You know, it's going to benefit you. There are 100 chapters. I know that seems like a lot, but they are categorized in 20 ways to happy habits. It's categorized in that way. 20 ways to a happy body, 20 ways to a better relationship, 20 ways to a more positive mind, 20 ways to plan and create a happy life. And hello, I think that's something that anybody can benefit from. Everybody wants to live a happy life. Everybody wants to make the best choices for themselves. And this book really helped me out, you guys. So if you can find it, definitely get it. So let's go ahead and talk about some perfumes. A weird way to transition. Let's talk about some perfumes now. If you ever come across me, more often than not, I either smell like Hollister or laundry. That is my go-to scent. So here I have these two fragrances by Clean. This one is in the scent Rain and this one's in the scent Warm Cotton. Warm Cotton is like my #1 favorite from this line. This smells like fresh laundry. It just smells so incredibly fresh. It does last a sufficient amount of time. I don't think it lasts like all the way until night, but it does last really good. Rain is pretty okay. It smells like a really clean bathroom, but also really fresh. Like, you know, Bath and Body Works like signature water scent, you know, like those type of like water, rain scents. It smells like those stereotypical scents. I really don't know how they generate that, but they do. And as for fragrance like body mist, I don't typically wear body mist, but this is my only exception because this one smells absolutely amazing, and I think this one lasts a pretty sufficient amount of time on the skin as well. This one is in the scent Mahogany Teakwood. This smells like Hollister and Abercrombie & Fitch. This is everything, and I light this candle all the time. It's my favorite scent from Bath & Body Works. I said it a lot on my channel, like this is not a new favorite. This is just something I love so much, and this is a really hard fragrance to find because I think it only comes out rarely in their semi-annual sales. So whenever I can find it, I always buy it. Lastly, I have a really expensive fragrance. This one is the Marc Jacobs Decadence. I always try and buy it from TJ Maxx or Marshalls because that is the cheapest I can find it. So I have this small one here. I have gone through like 2 different ones already, and it just lasts. This one is the longest lasting perfume out there. I got it when I went to prom for my senior year. This was my prom fragrance. It lasts so nice on the skin. It smells so good. It's definitely that mature floral scent though, but it also has that musky scent, kind of like Mahogany Teakwood. So if you're really into that, you'll probably really like this. And I think this kind of, from what I heard, smells different on a lot of other people. So depending on your pH, am I saying that right? Depending on your pH, it smells differently. So this one, it has been a real favorite for quite some time now. It's some good stuff, y'all. Some good stuff. Get a sample. I have my Hydro Flask. This is everything. If you haven't tried a Hydro Flask, or if you think Hydro Flasks are like every other water bottle, you are wrong, sir. You are so wrong, because this literally keeps your ice in for like 2 days. I had my ice in here for 2 days and the water is still ice cold. So that's something I really enjoy from this. The outside doesn't get that sweaty texture, you know what I mean? And it's double insulated. It's really good. I actually bought the little straw attachment to it. It usually comes in like the twist cap. I just love this so much. I think this is a 32 ounce. Yeah, 32 ounce. This is really good. You can get it, I think, at Nordstrom if you're trying to buy it in person. Definitely check it out if you're looking for that, but this is definitely a must-have, especially during the summer season. And last but not least, You guys know I love my best friend Michaela. So I have a picture of us. This was the year that me and Michaela met. We were badminton partners our sophomore year of high school, and I was like, Michaela, let's take a prom photo. This is when we couldn't even go to prom, but hello. Oh, it's so cute. It's definitely really cringeworthy because we were so young. I feel like we kind of look the same, but then we kind of don't at the same time. It's just crazy. I love my best friend, Michaela. Yeah. Alright, you guys, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys all really enjoyed all of the crazy and interesting items that I shared with you guys. And I hope that you might be interested in picking some things out. So I hope you guys enjoy again. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.